Good evening to all. This is B. Srinivas, lecturer in commerce, SRNK Government Degree College, Banswara, District Kamareddy, State Telangana. Today we are going to discuss about the audit report, which is an important topic of auditing subject. You know that audit. Here, every business organization, it may be small or large size, and owner of the business organization wanted to know accurate result and financial position of the organization for the every financial year. For this purpose, it is necessary to conduct audit process by external independent person. Here, auditing means nothing but it is the examination about to know fact about the maintenance of books of accounts and financial statements, to know whether the books of accounts are maintained properly or not, to know whether financial statement reveals accurate result or not. That's why it is necessary to every business organization conduct a audit. Okay. After appointment of auditor, auditor means the persons who engage for the auditing process. Here, after appointment of auditor will examine every transactions of the business organization, will procure every information regarding the business activities, has to meet every person of the organization and gather information regarding various type of aspect. After completion of the audit process, then auditor has to submit report to the appointment authority, owner of the business organization, indicating the fact information which is he find out during the auditing process. Okay, that's why in this class especially we are going to discuss about the audit report. Why? Because audit report plays role as a mirror of audit work. The success or failure of the auditor work will be depend upon the audit report. The efficiency and skill of auditor depend upon the audit report. With the help of audit report, the efficiency of auditor will be revealed. Okay, let us discuss about the introduction of audit report. Here, audit report is the final stage of audit process. The result of the audit are communicated through audit report. Just I have explained that after completion of the audit process, then auditor will explain the matter observed by him during the audit process in form a specific report. Okay, that's why every auditor has to submit optimum report with the fact information which is observed by him during the auditing process to the appointment authority. Okay, then it will be communicated to the appointment authority. Here, audit report is the written opinion of an auditor regarding a company's financial statement. Then, just I have told you that auditing will be conducted to know whether financial statement reveals accurate position of the business or not. That's why after completion of auditing process, auditor has to submit the auditing report by indicating the personal opinion regarding the financial statement. Here, audit report is a document prepared by an auditor to certify the financial position and accounting record of a firm. Okay. Here, while preparing audit report, he has to certify every information which is observed by him personally during the auditing process regarding every activity, every aspect of the organization. It may be maintenance of books of accounts, it may be voucher, it may be value of assets or liabilities, it may be profit or loss, it may be other activities. Okay, okay. Let us discuss about the meaning of audit report. Here, audit report is the statement included in the financial statements. It contains the opinion of the auditor in financial statements. The auditor report to the shareholder who have appointed him. Okay, auditor report is nothing but is the statement prepared by auditor after completion of his work, mentioning various observed matter regarding the financial statement. Okay, just auditor has to provide his opinion on the truth and fairness of financial statement. Thus, the auditor protect the interest of shareholder through audit report. Here, shareholder means they are the owner of the company organization. Okay, then their right must be protected. Due to this, audit process will be done by an independent person, external person. That's why it is the primary duty of auditor to protect the shareholder right. That's why he has to provide accurate opinion, true opinion regarding the various activities which are observed by him during the auditing process. Okay, here now let us discuss about the form of audit report. Okay, what are the matters or what are the topics contained the audit report? Okay, let us discuss about the point wise. Here, first one, title of the report. Okay, every report has an unique title. Generally, in this title, a auditor mention the name of organization which in which in which auditing process is done, and other information regarding the title. Here, title of the report, the title of audit report should help the reader to identify the report. Okay, it help to the reader to identify report. Okay, this report regarding which type of business organization. That's why name will be mentioned. Name of the business organization will be mentioned in this title. It should disclose the name of the client. The title distinguishes the audit report from other reports. If we if auditor mentioned separate title, he has to mention a unique title for every report. Okay, then it will distinguishes this title this report with other report. Okay, with the help of this title, then auditor and other possible to know this audit report regarding which type of business organization. Next, name of name of the addressee. Here, the addressee normally refers to the person who appoints the auditor. It means owner of the business organization. If a company appoints the auditor, the address should be shareholders. Why? Because here shareholder are the owner of the company organization. That's why representative shareholder address will be mentioned here. As per the law, the complete address of the addressee is required. Okay, complete address auditor has to mention in this column. It means building name, colony, village or mandal, district, state, everything has to mention in this column. Addressee for the statutory audit shall be shareholders, and in case of special audit it is in central government. Whenever auditor appointed by the central government, then address of the appointment authority, it means a representative of the central government address will be mentioned. Next, introductory paragraph. Here, the introductory paragraph should specify that it is the auditor's opinion on financial statement audited by him. Okay, then he has to give brief idea at the beginning about audit work done by him. That's why the introductory paragraph should specify that it is the auditor's opinion on financial statement that is audited by him. The period covered by the financial statement should be stated with the exact dates. Okay, this audit work done for the which period. Okay, uh, this information will be mentioned in this introductory paragraph. Next is scope. Here, this part should include the matter of fact relating to the manner in which audit examination was made. Okay, scope. It contains the objective of audit. For what purpose this work done by an auditor. Here, the audit examination should cover company account, profit and loss account, balance sheet and cash flow statement. The examination should be as per the relevant law. The auditor should not curtail or limit any examination task. In this scope, this is the boundary of the audit work. He has to perform his duty under this boundary line. In this scope, for what purpose he has conducted the auditing process and what he has done to in the process of auditing process. such as observation and verification of various type of books of accounts and financial statements, profit and loss account, balance sheet, and other aspect. This all information will be mentioned in the scope. Next, opinion. Here, the opinion means it is the opinion of person, opinion of auditor on. It is the fact and true opinion of auditor regarding the observed matter during the auditing process. The auditor's opinion on the books of accounts and financial statements examined by him is based on the information and free from bias. Okay, then he has to mention personal opinion, true and fact opinion, which is known by him during the auditing process, which will not depend upon the others' opinion. Okay, that's why he has to express his own opinion and fact opinion in this audit report, and which is must free from bias. The auditor has to give his opinion like whether the financial statement are arithmetically correct and correspondent to the figures recorded in the books of account. Has to give opinion regarding the figures and matters show the books of accounts recorded in the books of account. Okay, whether this which are the information recorded in the books of account whether correct or not. Then, in case of unqualified opinion, whether the financial statement represent a true and a fair view of the state of affairs and the result of operations. Then he has to express his opinion regarding the various type of information gathered by the auditor in the process of auditing process, whether this information true and fair. Okay. Next, in case of qualified opinion, in case of unqualified opinion means unqualified opinions means nothing but whenever the books of accounts maintained in the business organization reveals the accurate information. The financial statement shows the accurate financial positions, which is considered as the unqualified opinion. Okay, here in case of qualified opinion, if the balance sheet and profit and loss account do not present a true and fair view. Okay, whenever whenever auditor express unqualified opinion whether the books of account or financial statement will not reveals the accurate information, will not reveals the correct financial position of the organization, then other employees or managers will not give any, they have now give any accurate information to the auditor. In case of qualified qualified opinion, if the balance sheet and profit and loss account do not present a true and fair view, the reasons for what and where is wrong. Okay, here then he has to express his opinion regarding where is a committed mistake and where is a committed fraud, who is a committed mistake, who is committed fraud. Okay, regarding this qualified opinion. Next, signature. Here signature of the auditor, he has to put a signature in the audit report. Then he has to obligation towards the information regarding mentioned in the audit report. Then he has to accountability towards the information expressed in this audit report. The signature part should include the manual signature of the auditor. Okay, he has to put a manual signature in the audit report. The personal name and signature of the auditor should be given. Okay, and he has to mention his name below the signature. If the auditor is formed, the signature in the personal name and firm name should be given. If audit, um, if the person who is auditor, who is a employee in the firm, audit firm, then he has to mention his name as well as the firm name also. Okay. Next, place of signature. Here, this should include the location of the auditor or his firm. Okay, this should include the location of the auditor or the audit firm, which is ordinarily their city. Okay, he has to mention residential area of the auditor in this place. Date of the report. Here, in this column, he has to mention the date of completion of the audit work should be mentioned in this section. Generally, in this date column, on which date audit report is prepared will be mentioned. Okay. With the help of this date, it is possible to identify report the particular report is for this particular period. Okay, these are the various information or contents of audit report. Let us discuss about the content of audit report. Okay, contents of audit report. What are the information mentioned by the auditor in the audit report? How and what about he has to express? Okay, this will be treated as the content of the audit report. They may be differ in a different auditing process. That will be depend upon the purpose of auditing. Okay, generally audit report contain the following points. First one, regarding the obtained information. Here, whether he has sought and obtained all the information and explanations which to the best of his knowledge and believe were necessary for the purpose of his audit, and if not, the details thereof and the effect of such information on the financial statement. In part of auditing process, he has to procure various type of information from the various employees, from the director to and subordinate, regarding the various points. That's why he has to express his opinion regarding the information procured by him for the various purposes, whether it is true or not. Okay, whether full information procured or not. Then, second one, regarding the maintenance of books of account. Okay. Then, whether in his opinion, proper books of account as required by law have been kept by the company so far as appears from his examination of those books, and proper returns adequate for the purposes of his audit have been received from branches not visited by him. In the process of auditing, he has to observe every books of account maintained by the company organization in head office or other branch office. Then accounting persons has to submit various type of books of account which are maintained by the accounting department in front of the auditor during the auditing process for the verification purpose. Then auditor has to verify each and every information mentioned in the every books of account along with respective vouchers, sequential order, daily ones. Okay. Next, regarding the report of branch office, whether the report on the account of any branch office of the company audited under subsection 8 by a person other than the company auditor has been sent to him, and the manner in which he has dealt with it in preparing his report. Here, whether the report on the account of any branch office of the company audited under the subsection 8. Here, if company has so many branch offices in so many regions, then sometime it may be lack to visit every branch of it and verify every books of accounts by sitting that branch office. It is sometime may be difficult. That's why every branch office has to provide information in the head office. If a branch office audit work done separately, then a branch head will submit the auditor report while um, conducting the full audit process of the whole company to the special auditor. Okay. Then fourth one, regarding balance sheet and profit and loss account. Here, whether the company's balance sheet and profit and loss account dealt with in the report are in agreement with the books of accounts and returns. Okay, in the process of auditing, audit has to verify every information which is mentioned in the profit and loss account and balance sheet. He has to compare the balances available in each individual account which are transferred accurately to the final account or not. Then he has to observe the profit or loss revealed appeared in the profit and loss account is true or not. Then he has to observe the financial position which is revealed in the balance sheet, it is accurate or not. That's why he has to verify every transactions mentioned in the final account. Then next one, regarding a financial statement. Then other every statement prepared by the uh, organization during a particular period, it may be cash flow statement or a fund flow statement or a cash account or other budgetary statement. Okay, this all statement will be provided to the auditor during the auditing period. Then auditor has to observe and examine every financial statement prepared by the organization during the auditing period. Whether, in his opinion, the financial statement comply with the accounting standards. While preparing a financial statement, the accountant force has to follow the accounting standards, rules, regulation. Then auditor has to observe whether these rules regulation followed or not. Next, regarding directors. Here, the observation of comments of the auditor on whether any director is disqualified from being appointed as a director under subsection 2 of section 164. Then he has to observe every information regarding the appointment of company directors. They are qualified person or not. Sometimes some directors may be removed during the financial year. Then he has to observe if any new director engaged instead of old director, and a role of the director. What type of role are playing the director in the board. Okay. Sometime some one director maybe play role as a chairman of the board. Sometime one director may be chance to play role as the managing director or other administrative officer also. Okay. Then he has to observe every information regarding director also. Then regarding any qualification reservation of adverse remark, then he has to observe, especially for the specific audit qualification of a specific officer such as the secretary of the company. He appointed under specific act. Then the rules and regulation mentioned in the company act must be followed while they engaged in a company secretary or other officials. Then auditor has to observe such rules and regulation are followed or not during the appointment of such a specific employees in the business organization for a specific duration period. Then reservation which is mentioned in the balance sheet, for what purpose it will be created, how much created, how much part of profit will be created, and how it will be utilized, for what purpose will be utilized. This all information will be observed by the auditor. Okay, this all information will be expressed in the his report. Any adverse is there, adverse effect is there regarding procurement of information, maintaining of books of record, regarding the profit or loss or financial position will be mentioned in this report. Next one, any other prescribed matter. If auditor appointed to conduct a specific purpose of audit, then some specific duties assigned to the auditor by the director, then he has to perform to reach he has to perform his duties to reach this prescribed matter, and he has to observe and examine each and every activity or point regarding this prescribed matter. Okay. So student, this is the information regarding the audit report and various type of information regarding the audit report. Okay. Thank you one and all for watching my video lesson.